Hello, my name is John Knight and I run a lovely fashion shop called Vintage to Versace. Now my passion obviously is fashion, and I love to talk about the history of fashion. And so I'm going to present to you a history of fashion through the 20th century. This is episode 6, The Swinging 60s. The 1960s was the second decade of the 20th century to have its own adjective, and I'm sure we all recognize the swinging 60s. Well, what made it swing was the youth fashion and, obviously, youth music. And this marked a time when Paris and French fashion and designers lost its hold, and in its place came a rash of bright young designers on the London scene. Carnaby Street, King's Road, the advent of Mary Quant, Twiggy, Vivienne Westwood, and all the punk and pop era collided together to produce such imaginative, colourful, and very short dresses. Let's have a look at this one from the early 60s, worn by Miriam. This is a fabulous white leather tunic. Tunic is beautifully crafted, all the detail is there for you to see, and it has brass closures, very unusual. This is the sort of dress to go out in. You match it with wonderful little ankle boots, and on the back here you can see it's just plainly cut and finely put together. So this dress from about 1962, and it enables the young person to go out and dance and cavort around freely. Helped, of course, by the advent of tights. Prior to this, there was only stockings and suspenders, and it would have looked very odd to wear a dress like this. But with the advent of tights, which were piloted by Mary Quant, we were able to wear as short as we like and to dance as freely as we like. Thank you, Miriam. That looks absolutely wonderful on you. But let's look at what was happening on the formal side in the 1960s. Film stars and celebrities were everywhere, and film premieres produced red carpet extravaganzas. And a bit like this dress. Let me show you this dress. Worn by Elsa, Miss Newark, here she is, in a fabulous creation from the late 60s. By Belleville Sassoon. Wonderful designers. They've made for all the main celebrities, I think, for the last 2 or 3 decades, including Princess Diana. But this one, you can imagine on the red carpet, it is amazingly detailed. Right from the wonderful shoulder detail here, a V-neck, a sculpted waist, right the way down to this interesting little cascade of pleated silk at the bottom to give the dress that swish and swirl as you walk. Let's have a look at the back. Fine detail here over the back, comes in nicely over the waist. It emphasizes the figure. You could imagine one of the film stars like Jane Mansfield wearing this type of dress and wowing them as they walk up the red carpet for their film premiere. So a wonderful evening dress, full of imagination. The colour itself, most unusual. I really like that apple green colour. We haven't seen it on many dresses at all over the years. So we thank Elsa for this fabulous Belleville Sassoon evening dress. Thank you for listening and looking at this episode of The History of Fashion. And this is just a reminder to let you know that we can bring this event with my models and our dresses and myself to tell the story at an event or an occasion, or if you're an organisation and you organise shows, we'd be delighted to come and be your guest and do the history of fashion for you.